So we got a super chat from my man Nick, and he's dropping a bar. I want to get your feedback in the comment section. See, these are the conversations that we need to keep having. And let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what run the Lions go on. If it ends in anything less than a Super Bowl appearance, it is a failure. It is a regression. We're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be leading the division. Okay, so don't let whatever run. This is not 2021. We didn't just fire Matt Patricia. This is a year in which we were supposed to be in the Super Bowl, just like the year before and just like the year we almost made it. But Nick gave a super chat, and this is a question. Keep this. Check this. He says, bro, tell me why they cut Craig Reynolds, which is the running back. He's now with the New England Patriots. They waived him. Kept Sione Vaki, who's hurt again, and then go sign a running back yesterday. Great question, Nick. Appreciate that. Craig Reynolds was the number 3 running back. They drafted Sione Vaki. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, please. They traded up for Sione Vaki. I think he was a 4th-round pick. They gave up a little trade capital for him. I know these guys play a brutal sport, and I'm not trying to be mean in any way, but the guy's always hurt. He's always hurt. They drafted him to play running back more than safety. When he came in the combine, he worked out at 4 positions. The story is phenomenal. But the guy stays hurt. 4th-round pick, gave up draft capital, stays hurt. We waived Craig Reynolds. He clears waivers. He signs with the New England Patriots. That was a choice he made. Good for him. Sione Vaki still on the squad. And then we bring back the running back that he's referring to is Jabari Smalls. He played for us during the preseason. You know why we did that, bro? Because Brad Holmes, it takes everything for him to part ways with one of his coveted draft picks. It's very difficult for him. He only does it if he doesn't have a choice. Now, in year 1, in year 2, we cut James Houston. Wind up signing him back on the practice squad, elevated him as the season went on. We let him go last year, finally. Broderick Martin should have never been drafted. And yes, Broderick Martin, we still talking about him, should have never been drafted. And Brad Holmes, the genius that is Brad Holmes, thought that Broderick Martin, I'm going to paint the picture for you and answer Nick's question at the same time. Brad Holmes thought that Broderick Martin from pick number 96 to 122 was going to be gone. Did you know who he was? Did you know who Broderick Martin was? He was taking a few spots behind Hendon Hooker, meaning a couple. And for Hendon Hooker, to my recollection, we didn't have to give up draft capital, right? But for Broderick, we traded up. We thought that Broderick Martin, who did not make our team in year 3 and has spent time since on the Chiefs practice squad and was poached by the Pittsburgh Steelers, I guess he's still there now. We thought that this guy was valued enough to come up 26 spots. And the guy didn't make the team 2 years later. So why did they cut Reynolds and keep Vaki and sign a running back yesterday? Because Brad drafted him. That's why. And Brad is notoriously, he cannot give up his draft picks. I think when you give up a draft pick, it admits defeat. Nobody Cares says, what we're learning is Brad is bad at the management part of his GM title. His only strength is draft evaluations, and even that has been muddled by his early success. He misses as much as he hits. When you draft a St. Brown and in a Super Bowl window year, because a lot of people thought we were in year 3 of a rebuild, so what? We also were 17 points away from a Super Bowl. Like, seriously, we were 4 points away from a Super Bowl. Now is the time to trade. Remember we was talking about them Jalen Ramsey trades? I know he ain't the same anymore. You know, we always talking about a Daniil Hunter trade, signing this guy in free agency. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to sign Marcus Davenport. We're going to sign a dude coming off a season-ending injury. We're going to sign Al-Qadim Muhammad. No offense. No offense. Your career high is 6. Do you know that Al-Qadim Muhammad has been sitting on his career high sack, waiting to get it for 4 games now? Myles Garrett will break the sack record this year, and I think he does it in 16 games. Now, it's unfair to compare Al-Qadim Muhammad to Myles Garrett, but the point is, that's what talent does. That's what talent does. And that's why you pay for it. That's why you trade for it. That's why you make a move for it. But Brad Holmes wants to continue to build this team with the mystery men. But we don't have Mr. Furious on this team. We don't have the fart warrior dude. We got the mystery men, bro, and it's old. That's why there is no sequel to Mystery Men, because it failed at the box office, bro. It's time we need a general manager that doesn't think he's the smartest man in the room. And if he does, you better have the results to back it up. And when the Lions, if and when the Lions miss the playoffs, because it's highly likely, there's a 44% chance right now that they make the playoffs. They play the Dallas Cowboys, they play the LA Rams, they play the Pittsburgh Steelers, they play the Minnesota Vikings, and they play the first placed Chicago Bears. We're really going to see what this team is made of. And Brad ain't working with what he had before. I told y'all, man, pedestrian. That's who Brad Holmes is, a pedestrian general manager. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Why do you think we cut Craig Reynolds, who wasn't doing much, but neither is Sione Vaki? I told y'all in the preseason we should have cut him in favor of Jacob Sailors. But no, Brad can't do that. He can't do that. So we'll see. It's gonna be. I'm telling you, man, this year is a lot. This is the biggest offseason to date was the one that already passed. But this one coming up, this is the one where people are noticing now. So let me know your thoughts down below.